What is up, y'all? Doodoo Man here with another build guide. This is going to be our third beginner's guide build, and this is the Tetrapod. The Tetrapod leg set is not available until you beat Operation Wall Climber, so if you would like a build that is easier to complete that mission with, you should check out the last video for the reverse join build, because it's pretty much built to knock out that mission pretty easily, so you'll have access to all of this. But let's jump right into it. So in our left hand, we have the same old burst rifle, the Ranzetsu. Stated multiple times throughout the build videos, this is probably the better bridge between an automatic rifle and the linear rifles that are available early in the game. This is available after you complete the second mission in the game. In our right hand, however, we have the VP66LR laser rifle. And this you do not get until you complete the Attack the Dam mission. Now, the reason that we have two charging weapons in both of our hands is because one of the perks of the Tetrapod legs is that while you are hovering in the air, you bypass the need to stop moving while you are firing a charge shot. So you technically have the ability to charge both of these weapons at the same time and then fire them back to back. It's just to give us a little bit more energy damage, because we will be testing this out on the infamous Balteus boss, which seems to make everybody rage quit the game. So that's one of the main reasons, but obviously all of the weapons and parts are interchangeable. This is just for the early game. Moving on to the shoulder units, we have the VP60LS laser cannon. Now this is also purchasable in the shop after you complete the Attack the Dam mission, so both of the laser weapons that we have equipped are not available until you complete those missions. And in the left unit, we are using the 8-cell missile launcher. Now this is also available after you complete the training missions, so as I've stated in the previous videos before, knock those out. They just give you free stuff, and this is one of them. Onto the headpiece, we're using the good old VP44S, also previously stated in the past videos. In the early portions of the game, this is probably the best headpiece that you can acquire, so we're definitely going to be sticking with this. Onto the chest, we went for something a little bulkier here. We went for the Tiancheng. Basically just to keep ourselves a little tanky. Because tetrapods did recently get a nerf, so the overall AP and attitude stability, which is our ability to resist being staggered, has gone down exponentially. So adding this was basically just to maintain some of that extra bulk that you wouldn't get normally. As for the arms, since we're using two firing weapons, we're using the Nocturers. For that firearm specialization because it's maxed out, and that'll give us the best possible tracking for those weapons. And onto the legs, obviously, the Tetrapod VP42-4s. This is the first set of Tetrapod legs that you unlock after defeating the Juggernaut on Operation Wall Climber. So these are the ones that we're using. As for the booster, the BST G2, G2 PO4. Now this is available in the shop immediately as soon as you unlock it, and this just has the most overall well-balanced stats, but it also for the early game has the most upward thrust for us, which if you're not using the assault boost to gain altitude, the upward thrust or your basic jump thrust will give you more height than you would normally, so that's like our better option. Onto the FCS, we're sticking with the G2P10. Again, overall just well-rounded for the early game and has the best missile lock correction for us. And you'll see later when we do the test run why that comes into play, because the missile launcher actually provides a lot of stagger and damage for us, so we want to make sure that those are as accurate as possible. And then onto the generator, we're using the VP20D. Now, this isn't the best generator by any means, but for the early game, this has the most possible energy firearm specialization. And we want as much of that as possible, considering that we're using 2 energy weapons. So this stays in tune with that, and then also gives us a decent amount of everything else. So as far as early game is concerned, this is the best possible one for this specific build. And finally, as I've stated in all of the previous videos, this is all completely optional, but my recommendation for the expansions, if you choose to apply them after you unlock the arena, is Pulse Armor for beginners. It is by far the best option available, in my opinion, at least for the early game, as you're like getting used to things. Later on, obviously, you know, terminal armor, assault armor can work to your benefit. It just depends how you play them. But I feel like Pulse Armor is that better amount of ease for newer players. And that's the build. So as I did in the previous video, I still believe that it was probably a better idea for me to have somebody who is not as experienced test out the actual build. So I brought in another good friend of mine, a different friend, to test out this build against Balteus himself. So I'll let y'all tune into that. Alright, and so to test this out, I have brought my friend here,
Bada boom, man, pow,
to try out the build themselves. Somebody who has not played much of this game at all, has only done a test run here just to get used to the controls, but they are going to try out the mission that makes everybody want to quit. So let's give it a go.
Alright, let's do it.
So this was the same deal as the last video. I was basically just watching Bada Boom Bam Pow play here and giving him the same general advice that I gave our last beginner. And they're not completely unfamiliar with the game itself, so they were able to kind of grasp some of the controls. As you can probably tell, it wasn't completely a walk in the park.
I'm sweating. I don't know about you, but your boy sweating.
You can see he got stuck here a couple of times while he's trying to still get acclimated with controls, but still manages to get through the beginning section with his life. And surprisingly enough, does manage to take out the AC here without needing to use any repair kits, because he was out of repair kits by the time he got here. So he was able to knock that out real quick and then get on to the final boss. So just real quick before I play the completion attempt here, I just wanted to highlight how much stagger you're able to implement here. So if you just watch the stagger bar here, it fills up very quickly. So this is something, as long as you're keeping the pressure on this boss, you'll be able to break his shield pretty quickly and keep him staggered very often, as long as you're able to keep that pressure on him. But here's the final attempt.
Okay.
Activating combat mode.
So another thing for just beginners who didn't know, when you are fighting this boss, you don't have to build up stagger when the shield is going to go down, because as soon as the shield goes down, the boss immediately gets staggered, so you don't have to worry about breaking the shield and then staggering the boss afterwards, because he will automatically give you a window to damage him right after that.
I've taken the constant offline for now.
On the left side,
That massive dose of coral nearly killed you.
mission.
Please, you have to focus on winning this. The waves are intensifying. Raven, get
Oh
clear.
shit. Okay, let's go. Yeah, fuck you and your fire.
So now now he's probably going to charge up for the big fireball. So, and that's another little trick right there that you can use pretty often, is if you have enough upward thrust there, or if you assault boost enough into the air when the missiles come up, you can basically just fall past them because of how fast your falling speed is. And I'll let the rest of it play out for you right here.
The enemy can't take much more.
2 repair shields remaining.
One more stagger and you beat him. Oh yeah. Make sure you
AP at 30%.
just off your shield too, by the way.
Still, my shield.
Right behind you.
Yep.
And
I can find him. I can find him. There he is. Ugh.
I'm pretty sure every single one of those missiles hit him, but not because they locked, because they were directly under him and they just went straight up.
That's the name of the game.
And there you go, and now you're dead.
I did it! Woo! Fuck you!
Now, it did take a couple of tries.
A couple of tries. No. First try.
Hold on.
First try.
Relax. It did take a couple of tries,
systems down.
but in all honesty,
It's silent.
this took a lot less tries than I saw other people doing with this. I saw other people who were playing this game for hours straight, hours on this boss,
Raven.
and I will be fair, this man beat it in a half
need
hour,
rest.
not even.
I'm a god.
You're a clown.
I'm a real gamer.
You're a clown.
First a warning.
But as I stated before, this is just an example of something that is just generally better to put together for this
coral
portion of
surge
the
you were
game.
swept up in?
And as I stated before,
That was just a
with a
glimpse.
player who is not avid with the game, was still able to do this in significantly less time than most players.
A premonition
So
of the storm of
hopefully
flame
this will
burn
help some of
Rubicon.
them out.
Real gamer.
Yeah. What he said.
Yep.
What he said.
Exactly what I said. You heard me.
But thank you for joining us on this venture, sir. I appreciate you.
I got rank E for these nuts.
Got him. That was the whole point of this video, was to throw in that joke right at the end.
Yeah.
But thank you, sir. Firm handshakes all around.
Yes.
And I will catch you all next time. Thank you. Just one more thing to throw in, but thank you for watching this far. I recently started speedrunning this game at twitch.tv/WeWeDoDoMan, so you can catch me there Thursday nights and Sunday afternoons, Eastern Time. If you want to stay updated with me, you can join the FakeGamers Discord. We're just a group of friends that play games together and pretty much cause chaos. All the social links will be posted in the description below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell, hashtag algorithm, because that's how that works. And in the background right now is pretty much just a small preview of what is to come in the future videos. So thanks for tuning in. Peace.